I don't think I've ever been involved in a half, Chew Man, where the stats were queried as much as they were in that half. A lot of queries popped up. I hope you don't take it personally.
No.
That's okay.
No, not in the Triple M box. You can't afford to do that.
Okay, now
Just getting the feeling, then, with Chua, that he's getting a little ahead of where he actually is, so we need to just make sure that everything's good.
I don't.
I think I'm cooked.
No, I'm supporting him 100%. I think he's delivering some stuff that's gone past.
Well, I've just got one question. Is personal grooming part of blogging? Because the two seem to be going hand in hand.
He's got a new haircut. He's got the nice Polo Ralph Lauren sort of number. He's got an acid wash type setup. I'm just looking at his wheels. What do you got? That's himself down there. It's
the point cook flyer
sort of thing.
He has, because when he first came down, it was a brown pleated sort of slack look he was running with. So
with the cream sort of body shape.
It was a real unfortunate look that the Chua had at that stage. Mark Howard, thanks to Karcher High Pressure Cleaners.
Starting to get very fresh down here, Jim. The breeze probably picking up a little bit. Melbourne are kicking with it. 3 goals. The rain is just starting to float around too. Neither sub has got a run. Very nice community atmosphere. They're starting to pass around. The hip flask down here might be time to partake. Getting pretty chilly.
Fridge door's just been opened, Howie.
Yes, cold, Jim. Cold.
Well, good luck with that. We get ready for his second turn. I think Spud's been large in the half-time break.
His presence was substantial. I think he's just about had enough of this whole day, but particularly this box.
Taunted and Newey, have a look at him.
Well, no, I just I asked a couple of questions about Stu in the second quarter, and
he's got nothing back.
But anyway, we'll just keep soldiering on.
Amazing looking setup just down there to the right. Quite sort of just swung in from the mountain region.
What's that?
I just noticed just down to the right there. Crumbs.
You can't see.
Chua doesn't want to walk out of the box. He might get
that's the thing. You can't tell whether he is or he's not. So
going to need to get the family involved in this one, the Triple M football family.
You need to get Bill involved.
I need a lift home too.
Yeah, well, Spud, we still don't know how we're getting Spud home. Dennis has got to leave early to get to the airport. I've got to then get to the airport.
What if somebody rings up just out of the blue down and says they'll take you home?
Middle Park is the area.
All
we need
takers.
2
Would you be
seats.
prepared to go regardless?
I will be, Dennis. Anyone.
You wouldn't bet the call?
No, straight in. As long as it's got wheels and a motor and a steering wheel, I'll get in with them.
There's 2 seats though we need, because Big Nose needs a lift as well, and they need to go to Middle Park.
I've just seen the beautiful Nikki Brownless, which can only mean that her fat husband's around somewhere.
Now, I asked her where she is, and she looked at me, tilted her hand back and forth in a drinking motion, and pointed to the other side of the ground. And also I can confirm broken jaw for young Jack Viney.
Ooh.
So we were suspected that with Jordan Gisbert, so I haven't had confirmation of that, but I'm confirming that Jack Viney, who's going to join the club, and is his first game at VFL level, having got special permission, was cleaned up by David Wojcinski, who, it wasn't a vicious hit, but he's in trouble because it's head high, obviously, and it's broken his jaw. It was just a hip and shoulder. And anyway, he'll be fresh next year, Jack.
Todd and
you
Megan,
did call it
though,
because you said that's the longest he's ever stayed down on the ground, Jack.
No, I'm telling you, Spud, this kid is as tough as anyone you will see, and when he stayed down for longer than 10 seconds, you knew it was serious, and he didn't move for a minute.
So he might be fresh. He's also going to lose some weight, I'd suggest. That's a Carver thing. That
it is.
Isn't
It is.
Meg's just going to have to get the soup going.
You'll get plenty of sympathy from Meg. Not much from Todd.
No.
He'll just say, get on with it.
He will.
Just give him a couple of cool mints and just chew on these, son, and harden up.
Megan will have to get there. And Auntie Emma might have to slide around too and help with the odd bit of soup. They were school friends of mine, Garry, in the same year.
Well, clearly you're going to run through the whole family tree at once, though.
No, I think we got time to, but I won't. Scott's on the line from Cranbourne North. Hello, Scott.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. How are we?
What do we got for us, Scotty?
I've got 2 quick questions for Garry and Spud. First one is, why do tall forwards, when they're 35 out from goal, have head steps and hand pass it off? And the second one is if the Saints beat Hawthorn tonight, where do they sit in relation to being a contender?
Well, just as speaking as an old tall forward, but if I'm in 35 metres, I ain't giving it to anyone. So I'm not sure the circumstances, but you go back, that's what you're paid to do. And you're more qualified to talk about the Saints. What do you got for us?
Well, the first one, I'm happy as a defender if the forward handballs it off, because it means I don't get hurt in the scoreboard. I think the Saints...
Reasonably selfish.
Yeah, no, it's the Mickey Martin school of... no matter how you play, how many get
That
kicked
sounded
on.
a bit like me.
Yeah, well, I'm on my own today, Dennis, as you know.
Den, off to the airport for you. Very nice work today.
Well done, Dennis.
Great work.
Pleasure.
Beautiful.
Pleasure.
Off you go to Adelaide to
I'm gonna
call...
listen to that
Can you get that
replay.
guy to come back and pick me up, Dennis, at 6?
No, he goes home. I'm going to listen to the replay, though. That will get me there, I reckon, in good spirits.
Of course it
I'll
will.
be
1
chuckling.
333 the IJ
Jim.
Liquor Open line.
We know you've got to go interstate for the big game, so you can go too.
No, I'm not going, Gary. I'm firm.
Well, we don't want you. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're going to do it? The Chew Man's going to take over.
Chua can stay for a while.
Oh, very nicely
Ash.
done, sure.
Anything else to add?
Spud, I've got to get going to the Hawthorn St
No.
Kilda game. I'll see you next week.
Ash, at just before half time, I asked you about that stat. I was only looking at the game, and the computer couldn't keep up with the actual game.
That's exactly right. I take full responsibility, Spud. I didn't hit the refresh button, hence the scores from turnovers remain the same as what they were in the first quarter when you asked the question at the 25-minute mark in the second quarter. I take full responsibility.
That's all I needed.
Okay.
What's that stuff on the back of your jacket, Ash?
Look,
Come off the chair.
I think that's come off your Thailand top.
He's got a Ralph Polo Loren top, but I think it's one of those ones from the Vic Market.
My mum knitted the badge on
It's all the seams are coming.
Starting to ball up a bit at the back.
the second time I've worn it.
Chair you've been handed to sit on there, Chew Man.
Thanks.
All right, get your laptop and your gear, and as you leave, we're going to replace you with Bill Brownless, so we don't gain any more room in the box. In fact, we lose some.
We don't gain any brain power.
Because Big Willis is going to come in, the Geelong Mayor, of course. And
Be happy.
Busy day today. I can see his pockets are
Like a baby.
overflowing.
he's got the nice uniform on, Bill. He's
The
fully
That's
suit
the
and
official
tie.
Geelong
He has.
uniform
Have a
on.
look at him.
But he's got one of those shirts with a pocket in them, those sort of Fletcher Jones style.
So, as the Chew Man wanders out, we'll get...
Well done, Chua.
well done, Ash.
Well done,
Nice
Ash.
work by
Good luck
you.
tonight.
Good work.
We'll have Willis wander in.